But yeah, toads are frogs. So there's like a saying, it's like all toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads. So because you have your neuron, which are your because under amphibia you have neurons, and then under that you have toads and frogs. And then different families of frogs, like Dentrobatidae, which are your poison dart frogs, Ranidae, which are true frogs, which includes most frogs you think of: bullfrogs, green frogs, pig frogs, foot hairy-legged frogs, Sierra Nevada yellow-legged frogs, mountain yellow-legged frogs. And then you have like uh, the Hylidae family, which are tree frogs, in which we do have a tree frog. Notice the quotes here. Um, but we don't. They're not really tree frogs. That what we have here, the Pseudacris. I mean, they've definitely.
Not true tree frogs.
Not. I wouldn't call them true tree frogs, and a lot of herpetologists are kind of like not. You don't really see them in trees. Like when you think of tree frogs, you think of like the red-eyed tree frog, like down in South America, and that's a true tree frog. It lives its whole life is arboreal, and but then our frogs, like I'm kind of been pushing for like maybe like making a subfamily of grass frog. And then so it's still phylogenetically, it's still under Hylidae, but then it's kind of like the evolutionary where like you got a little bit of speciation that's occurring, and you have this species that is technically still like genetically it's Hylidae, but it's starting to become morphologically different. So you end up with that beginning of speciation, or kind of, I guess, that branching off. So if you think of like a plotogram,
Right.
you have all those branches. And a lot of times we don't like to think about like where they actually merge. And there's a lot of like interclad interbreeding that happens there until you get true speciation. So that's my kind of take on the chorus frogs that we have.